Hey, we're the Open Gym. We're here today with Cambridge Community Circus, and we're going to have a look at some different circus activities.
Such as the hoop, the silks and the trapeze. There's also a lot of people in the background juggling right now and they're super cool. So, have you been having fun?
Yeah. Hey, so we're here with Jen, who has helped set us up with this circus filming today. I'm just going to have a little chat about how you came to be in the circus and why you love it so much.
So it's nearly 2 years since I've joined here, and I was doing a lot of fitness, different things, and I did obstacle course racing. And then I saw a hoop performance at a burlesque event, and I was like, I have to do that. So I came here 2 years ago, and yeah, I've just come ever since, and I love it because the massive camaraderie you have, everyone is not competitive at all, everyone's really supportive. It gets you much stronger than anything else I've ever done gym-wise, so I can do 20 pull-ups, no problem now. And it's just very creative, so you get to build up routines, pick crazy costumes and crazy music, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It is amazing. Yeah. I think with any sort of activity-based thing, that to have a really good community brings you back, and you get new friends, and and then they share new skills with you, and you help them along as well, and yeah, it's really good. So I am doing trapeze at the moment. So I actually started off doing silks about October last year, and then as you can see, it's very popular. Yep. And so one day I was like, I'm going to try trapeze because I'm just sitting around for ages. So yeah, and then since then I've been hooked, and I've been training for about 5 months now.
I'm going to swing my arms as I go all the way down, yeah? Step, you're going to kick, doesn't have to be high. If you are thinking of coming to circus and you're not kind of quite sure in terms of what you should wear, comfortable clothing like leggings and a t-shirt, no metal bits. Leggings are the best things because they don't restrict your movements. It's quite cold in the church sometimes, so plenty of layers is always a good idea. Anyone can come really of any level of fitness, but obviously if you do lots of stuff on any of the equipment, you're going to have to be strong. But as we say, you don't have to be massively strong to start off with. The best way of building up your strength is to come and just keep training.
We had 1 week where we didn't have circus at all, and I was just, instead of just missing training, I missed seeing the people there. It was just so exciting seeing them when we came back.
You guys, any aerial hoop before?
Nothing. I've been on 1-1.
Good start, I like it.
I got up, I got back down quickly.
Because it's like being a kid again. You get to play. Yeah, it's really playful. And also, it's a mix of, so I've always done lots of sports, really enjoyed my sports. Mostly team sports though. But what's great about all this stuff is you get to mix a physical challenge with something that's creative and expressive. Which is really nice. And it's very sociable as well.
Because I'm a mermaid, I'm going to recline back elegantly. Then I'm going to turn my hips, reaching this hand back and letting...
Mainly hoop. I'd started with trapeze. Pragmatic reasons. So the thing about hoop is you don't need the height to rig it and be able to train on it. And as I was getting more into my aerial stuff, I wanted to be able to train at home and do more. And you can see with the trapeze, you do need to have that extra height. Obviously, silks, you need a lot of height. And the hoop, I thought, I can stick one of those in my garage. Don't tell anyone, and you won't be able to do the moves on the top or the bottom, but you can still get a bit of practice. And then the other great thing about the hoop is you can make it spin, which you can do on dance trapeze, but we don't have a dance trapeze.
In shape, but it feels like, I don't want to do it. We just do it. Feet down towards your head, hips up. Yeah, great. Now knees on. Nice and slowly lower your bum down. Yes. That's much easier.
I love teaching beginners because they think they're not going to be able to do stuff, and then they're so delighted when they find themselves sitting in the hoop and they're like, oh my god, I can do it. And so it's that sense of achievement, and also, like I said, getting back to that feeling of playfulness, like being in a playground again when you're a kid. So most of the time, I mean, it's painful when you start hoop. And most people will say, oh, no, that's a bit sore.
It's really painful, like surprisingly painful. That's like the hardest bit about it. Everything else is pretty much easy, it's just the pain.
But most of the time people, I think they're just really delighted with
Really happy with being up in there, yeah. 'Cause I think
It's so painful, no, it's so much fun. I was like really surprised how much I could do just as a beginner. It was awesome.
Exactly. Climb back, take those hips to your left, take your back then. Beautiful. Keep those feet together because you're a mermaid. Yes. Perfect.
You'll see, I don't know how much you saw today, but it's a real mix of types of people and ages of people, which is nice. So I've had, some of my best students have been over 50, and you've got everybody coming together, so it's really, really nice.
so. The main thing, obviously, we ask everyone is like, why? Well, in this case, why circus? How long have you been involved?
Well, I've been involved since I was probably about 20 when I first learned to juggle, unicycle and stuff like that. But I started doing aerial about 6 or 7 years ago now. Walked into CCC with the idea of going and refreshing my juggling and getting good at it again. And I maybe did about 2 sessions of juggling before I saw the aerialists and thought, yeah, I want to do that. So,
do you still juggle, or is it all aerial now?
I tend not to have the time to juggle because I'm every time I'm here, I'm doing aerial.
Yeah.
But and you need to stay good at juggling. You can't just dip in and out. You need to kind of keep your hand in. That's what I tend to specialise in. Yeah, I do the other stuff, but the silks is what I really like doing. They are quite a lot more forgiving. So trapeze, it's a rope, so it's a bit stiffer. It hurts a bit more when you do some of the other moves. Hoop is just not me. Silks you can do lots of different stuff on them, so you can do a lot of the different hoop and trapeze moves transfer over to silks. There's hundreds of moves you can do, everything from nice static poses to drops and things that can be anything from super safe but look fantastic to you've really got to know what you're doing and look fantastic. And I enjoy teaching it, so I teach beginners. I specialise in teaching beginners, and I really enjoy that buzz of getting someone to do something they've just not done before. So they've gone upside down. Most people haven't gone upside down since they were 8. And they love it, that buzz they get from doing it, and then the buzz they get from turning to their friend towards the end of a first session, and saying, get my phone out and take pictures of this because it looks good. So it's good fun. They require very different strength, so silks, and it can all be built up, so people come in with none of the strength they need. But a lot of it is in your fingers, so silks require you to grip on all the time. There are rest positions, but certainly as a beginner, you'd find that just grip strength is what limits what you can do in a session. And people tend to go away and then the next morning can't pick a pen up. It really is like that for beginners. But then 3 or 4 weeks in, they've started to develop those bits of strength, and it gets a lot easier. One of the problems we have is beginners come in and they see some of the really fantastic stuff that's going on and wonder why they can't just do that on day one. And you need to kind of build up over a few weeks and progress.